The cosmological redshift is not a speed, but a shift in rhythm. The true answer: space is changing its resonance ratio, but instead, an expanding universe. Why? Because you couldn't explain it, only calculate further. The universe is not running away, it is detuning itself. But for you it has to expand so the equation fits again. Chapter 3, Dark Matter, a spare part for model junk. Galaxies spin wrongly? No problem, invent new matter. An entity without evidence, without interaction, without definition. You turn structural resonance into invisible mass. That's not physics, that's cosmology from the parts bin. The resonance field shapes the form, not some invisible mass cloud. But you prefer patching over understanding. Chapter 4, the Higgs parity, collision theater with press center. Particle collisions are marketed as encounters. In reality, they are spectral reactions in spatial modes. What you can measure is not an object, but a transformation pattern. And what do? You give the patterns names. Gluons, WIMPs, Higgs, Gravitinos. Sounds like Pokemons, only with grant funding. And why? Because you need to preserve the theater of forces. Not one of these particles is structurally grounded. But they are celebrated because you don't need to understand them. You only need to fund them. Chapter 5, Gravity as Card Trick, Curvature instead of Cause. Einstein's gravity model is geometric fantasy. A curvature that means everything and explains nothing. What is the carrier? What is the cause? What is the structure? No one answers. Because you think in coordinates instead of nodes. Gravity is a resonance gradient, not a metric. Chapter 6, The Big Bang Dogma. In the beginning was heat without space. A singularity? Temperature without space? A primal event existing only to give your equations a 0 point? The universe didn't bang, it structured itself. Standing light as beginning. Not an outburst, a rhythm. But what could you do if you can't measure rhythm? You invent a primal boon because you can't hear order. Final section, Physics without structure is simulation with housekeeping. You do not do research. You confirm models. You develop nothing, you maintain a system. Resonance physics needs no new particles. It only needs structures that are reproducible. It says, light is not an object, but a pattern of order. Space is not a container, but stationary modulation. Energy is not impulse, it is a state within rhythm. This is not a theory. It is the reset button for your entire industry. We no longer calculate effects. We begin with structure, with rhythm, with resonance. Gravity is the illusion of a center in a system without one.